Hey guys, Duke Throttle here. Today we're doing an unboxing video on the Lexland Mudflaps. As you can see here, they are on the box. It's kind of covered, but right there, Mudflaps. This is for the rear and the front. We're going to do an unbox, install, and a review, a real world test. Stay till the end. I'm going to actually take it on the trail and see how dirty it gets and see how much paint doesn't chip off. Also guys, use the code DT20 at checkout to get 20% off your entire order at lexland.com. Link is in the description. Check it out. Call them, email them. They'll get back to you relatively quickly. All right guys, let's get into it. Now that we've got that open, each bag has two, so there's one pair in each. And so it looks like maybe you have your left side and your right side. Okay, so each bag comes with the side that you're going to put it on. So this is front right. I don't know if you can see that. Front right. This is rear right. So this is your right side. In the right side bag, it did come with washers and pins and screws. Okay, and next we have the left side, so front left, front right. I haven't installed them yet, but we're gonna do that in just a few minutes. And this shows your instructions, so you're gonna wanna scan the QR code there, and it'll show you the instructions on how to install these things. And but we're gonna install it here, so you don't even have to go anywhere. Just keep watching the video. We're gonna put these bad boys on, and we'll do a review. All right, guys. So right now we are going to install the driver's side front mud flap. This is the orientation which it has to be installed. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. So you're gonna remove these two nuts, this tab, and this nut down here. Now 1, 2, 3 nuts, they're all gonna be 10 millimeter. So you're just gonna need a 10 millimeter socket. You could even use just a monkey wrench. So it's gonna sit just like this. And yep. All right, so let's go ahead and take it off. All right, so I got a 10 millimeter socket on my wrench. Just know you are probably gonna have to turn your tire out because you're not gonna have access to this without turning your tire. So, good idea to turn your tire off, or if you're brave enough, just take off the tire and put it on jacks, but that's kind of unnecessary. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on remove. Flathead. All right, so you got to take the inner tab out first, and then there you go. Yeah, so you got to pull the inner tab out first, and then just kind of pull it out slowly. All right, so now to install should be really simple. All right, that's one. I'm not tightening it all the way, just putting it enough to where it's secure, and then that way I can tighten it later. And then while you're putting the pressure, you gotta put this little screw in. That's good enough. And it's a little finicky. So Lexland is giving us these little screws, right? These little screws, they look like little mini screws. It's a Phillips head. So this is what's supposed to go in the tab. So I gotta turn my wheel, but all right, so now we're doing the rear. I already took this one out because it took me a couple of tries to get this figured out, and I had to do some research. And I saw that these are not pull tabs. You're supposed to just break them and push them in. So here's what we're gonna do. This is the fitment here. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4 pins. So I just kind of like broke it with pliers. I have more. I don't like how it's kind of plastic, so just kind of like break this top part, and just kind of use your pliers to tear it apart, kind of. So you just push it in. Boom, done. See? So this was the method I did on the other side after I learned the easier way to do it. The one you saw before was the first time I did it. This way was just kind of easier. I tried it out with the pull tab and used my blade to just saw it out, and that was way easier, as you can see. But obviously you don't want to scratch your paint, so if you want to be safe, just do it with the pliers. But doing it with the pliers, I felt like it was pulling on the fender a little bit. If someone knows the best way to remove these, please let me know, because this is my first Tacoma and I would love to learn more about it. But yeah, that's how I took them off. I'm showing you both ways to see, you know, to show you that it's possible, multiple ways. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so I guess you can pull it out. Well, so don't fret, because you can replace those. So don't worry, because you can get a replacement from like Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Alibaba, eBay, Amazon, whatever. You can probably call Lexland and they'll be able to help you as well. For my truck, I was able to use the 932. And it's a 7.1 millimeter, and it's a good fit. So we're gonna try it out right now. All right, so now to install. We have our rear right. Like I said, 932s. That's what it looks like. That would be 932. That is this guy right there. So I had some trouble with the bottom one on the other side. So I'm gonna start with that one first this time and see where that takes me, you know. Okay, that's one. So you're literally just pushing it in. You might have to go at a bit of an angle, kind of facing up a little bit. Hey guys, Duke Throttle here again. Today we're doing a review on the Lexland Mudflaps. And pretty much we're over here at the Lost Creek Road in Missouri. And we're gonna drive through some loose gravel, as you could tell. And there are some smaller pebbles down the road too. We're pretty much gonna see how dirty is the mud flap gonna get. How much paint is it gonna save from being chipped off? We're gonna give it a nice review. I mean, so far there's some decent buildup on there, but it's just some dust. So we're gonna put it to the test and see what's up. Use the code DT20 to get 20% off your order at lexland.com. Alright, so it's been about a week that I've had them on, and as you guys can see, I took it on a trail, I went on the highway, it's pretty much it. Went to Target a couple of times, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think they're a pretty good mud flap. It's got a pretty decent amount of flexion. Obviously, it's not going to flap as if it was a rubber mud flap, but it's pretty good. I mean, for the price point you're paying, I think you're paying for what you get. It is going to protect your paint. So overall, I think they're a pretty decent mud flap. I mean, for the price point you're paying, I think they're pretty good. I would give it a 4.7 out of 5. I would only knock 0.3 points just because of the lack of clarity on their QR code about directions. It was kind of a little finicky because I think depending on your model, you have to remove things a specific way and use specific pins. Like the screws they give you, they may work for a TRD Pro but don't work for an SR5. So the parts they gave still did work, but a little bit more clarity would have been nice. But overall, I mean, I think they're a great product. They look cool, and how's the car? And they were pretty decently easy to install if you know your way around a car. And again, use the code DT20 at checkout for 20% off your entire order. All right, guys, Duke Throttle out.